RCHUB International Foundation for Research and Education, and ISO certified.
Very good evening to all the participants, those who are being here. Very good evening to one and all. So today, shall we start the session?
So wait for another 5 minutes, sir.
Please to put mute your systems while taking the class, and if you have any queries, we can discuss at the end of the session. So only within 1 hour, I have to complete a vast portion. So I request all the participants to make sure that your system has been muted, so that the presentation flow will not be stopped within 1 hour. After that, you can have a discussion sections with me. Thank you very much. So yesterday, I think we had taken about a machine learning, and some of the participants has asked the various questions. And today I will give the answers for these various questions. How far artificial intelligence is different from whether my voice is audible or any problem you are facing. Whether my voice is audible, please, can you able to... Yeah, thank you. Please, I request the participants to please put a mute during the session. Thank you very much. So today, I think yesterday the participants is asking the different types of questions. Anyway, I'll come with the questions. So I'll answer your questions today's session. And before that, my mentality is to take the class about artificial intelligence. What do you mean by artificial intelligence, and how, what is the recent trend in the artificial intelligence? I'm not going with the traditional trend. I'm going with the recent trend in artificial intelligence, and how it is make very effective and efficient in the corporate world or in the research world. As yesterday said, I'm not going towards the program side or coding side or tool side. Just I'm going to explain the concepts and the logic. So today, my content, you can see that today we have my concept is to go for, sorry, just a minute. I'll come here with the session. I don't want to annotate. Yeah. Today's my content is to what is the components and type of AI, applications of AI, categorization. And as yesterday, one of the participants asking, sir, what is the difference between artificial intelligence and Gen AI? Is there
Content,
of course. There is a lot of difference is there between artificial intelligence and the Gen AI. Is it audible, please? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Is it audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. So this is what we are going to discuss about the narrow AI and Gen AI and key concept and everything we are going to discuss here. Before we have to go to that, you should understand the basic concept of an artificial intelligence. What is meant by artificial intelligence? Did machine itself going to generate the code? Did machine itself going to execute? No. This artificial intelligence itself generated by the human being. So what's the ultimate basic concept of this artificial intelligence is, the user is going to give different types of input, and based on the input, the algorithm is used to predict or classified, and it is going to give an appropriate result. And to make the machine active, understand that the algorithm, the code which has been written to the machine to active based upon the input given. And this is the ultimate concept. That's what we are saying, that we can make a machine to laugh, we can make a machine to think. Not machine is going to think. We are writing the coding to machine to act like thinking, act like laughing, or act like crying also. Depends upon the code which we have been written here. So this is very important when you come for artificial intelligence. This is the basic concept of artificial intelligence. The code which you are going to write and we are going to execute, and that code will perform a different actions based on the different input. So this is thank you. Right? Please, I request once again the participants, if you are not interested, please try to, you can go out. Please, I request the participants to not.
Sir, small request, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
That a host can mute the everyone's participants, sir, because when you are entering to the class, it's all understand. Automatically it's opened.
Okay, ma'am. That better I'll ask the administrator to mute that, because I don't control. Yes, please, admin request you to mute all the things so that it will not be affect the classrooms also. Thank you very much. So when you come for here, this is about the introduction. So yes, I told that we are going to write the code of the artificial intelligence. Of course, you can create an application also. You can create a code to make a mission to activate or deactivate the systems, or anything can be done. Whatever the problem we are facing here. And before first, you should understand, whenever we go for research, or whenever we go for any, even if you want to become a programmer, or even if you want to become a researcher, you should know the basic concept of this entire world. What is the first important thing you should understand? It is coming under the task or event. This is the local thing. So first you have to understand what is the task is going on, or what is the event is going on. Even you can take the unmute stage result. When the person is entering, while entering to the application, when they are in when they are in mute, they are not mute. While they are entering, they are making a mute. After entering only, they can able to mute. While entering the time, it is a problem. So this is also one of the kind of a task or event. So this is a basic thing. Whenever you're doing a research, please be very careful about what task you're going to take or what event you're going to perform. And this, the next level is coming here. It is called as, I can say it is called as a thread. What do you mean by thread? A single dispatchable unit. I can say a single dispatchable unit. It's called as a thread. Once again, I'm saying that a single dispatchable unit is called as a thread. So what do you mean by thread? See, now I'm taking class. Taking class is a one process. I'm going to take a class is a one process, but this process consists of three things. I'm speaking, I'm thinking, and my body movement, where you cannot able to see now because the camera is mute. Where is my body movement, my hand movement, whenever we are taking class, consider that. Thinking is a one thread. Speaking is a one thread. Writing is a one thread. If all combined together, we are taking a class. That's all. We are taking a class. So each thread, how each thread is, when we are taking it, we will forget our statement. What statement is there? We are going to spell it. So at the time we will stammer, and once again we recollect the content. This is why things will be happening the while taking the class also. So thread is a single dispatch. When I combine two or more thread, then it is called as a process. So you should be very careful about the process. It can be any type of process. It can be that. For example, input, output, and the business or medium layer or middle layer. What input I'm going to give, what type of input is I'm going to give to my, what is the one type of process. So the basic and the next level is process. And this is a process, you can say that a simple execution on time. We can say that execution on time, it is called as a process. So the next level, incorporate, I can say it is an algorithm. So while writing the algorithm or while you're creating an algorithm, you should be very careful about what task is there, what is the thread, and how it is going to process. And then we are coming for the program. Program is a set of instruction. Algorithm is a set of stepwise explanation. I can give a list of steps to write the algorithm. That is very simple, depends upon that. The next level we are going here, it is called as a project. And this project can be two or more programs are combined together, which leads to a project. So I can combine two or more programs to leads to a project in the corporate world, whereas a model in the research world. Both are entirely different. I'm talking about both the ways. I'm going to create a model of my research. I'm going to create a model, a simulation model, or whatever the model, if it is of this application or model. And when I'm going, it's called as a software. If it is a business, I'm going to create a software. But in the research side, I want to show my performance efficiency, how far my model is performed very effectively compared to the existing one, and how far it is going to utilize the certain category of the people in order to make it a development. So this is what you should understand. So from the basic, task or event, next one is thread, a single dispatchable unit, next one process, next one program or algorithm, and next one project, and next one application and software. So from the initial core level is what event you are going to perform or what task you are going to perform. Whether I'm going to take a medical domain, or whether I'm going to take an educational domain, or whether I'm going to take a life under the earth, or I'm going to take a life above the earth, or either it is a disaster management, which task you are going to take and how you are going to process and how you are going to perform. And at last, as a researchers, we have to say the efficiency of your proposed solution. How far your ideas is very effective when you compare to the existing one. The comparison is needed. So this is the way, same thing, the artificial intelligence also, they have written a mission, they have written the code for a mission or an application, they are creating a model, and various researchers are doing in the medical domain and IoT embedded domain and all the domains they have created with the help of artificial intelligence. Of course, this is what you have seen, that's one. This is the basic common ideas of artificial intelligence. So if you are very interested in the research, you can create an artificial intelligence application also, which may helpful for some other. Nowadays, everyone is sitting with ChatGPT. Whatever your requirement is there, they are not going for any searching. They are sitting in the ChatGPT, getting the document and downloaded it. I will come that what the ChatGPT, how it is performing and everything. I will go with that. So this is what about the ChatGPT. Now, when I come for here, we go with an introduction from the basic. I'm going here. Then we can see that what all the things are there and what all the recent research domains is available for this one. First, I'll go here. Very simple. What is the difference between intelligence and intelligent? Actually, yesterday itself, I told that we cannot able to ride a bike or ride a bicycle or ride a car within a single day. Only experience. After earning experience, only we can gain the knowledge. From that knowledge, only we can gain the intelligence. So experience plus knowledge will lead to an intelligence, and there is also intelligence. Also, there are smart work and hard work. And what is the difference between the smart work and the hard work means? I'm going to dedicatedly work with that, and it's coming here. It is called. Right. So we are dedicatedly, we are going with work, right? Smart work is needed. What technology, recent technology, how to get it, and the way of presentation is also. Even though you are technically good, even though you are find out a very effective solution, even though it is very useful, unless if your presentation is not good and you cannot able to deliver the content to the opposite person, then your researchers will not reach us. This is what quite nature. How to present your data to the opposite person, those are being sitting as a client or the supervisors or the guide or the experts persons, and you must be very aware of that, how to present and what kind of person those who are sitting in the opposite directions. So you should always aware about that. So basic thing is intelligence means you have to learn, understand and apply whatever the concept is there, and especially cognitive structure, problem solving and critical thinking and abstract thinking. That's a very important thing. Problem solving. First very important problem is finding a problem. Be frank, openly I'm saying that. Finding a problem for a research is the very biggest problem. Because we cannot able to predict what problem we are going to solve. It will be totally vast area. Whichever area you go, it will be very vast. We cannot able to focus on that. At last, we will scrutinize and at last we will come with one solution, one problem, and then we'll go for the problem of a solution. So you should be aware of that. That's what we have to, we should concentrate on only one domain. You should not change the domain. This is what intelligence. And what is intelligent? So I want to show that someone or something that has shown the intelligence, which is of adjective terms. This is an adjective. See, intelligence is a noun, whereas intelligent is an adjective. We are going to more project on the intelligence, then it is called as a intelligence. So as of our heading, it is of artificial intelligent, not intelligent. It is intelligence, GNC. So this is what we are focusing on. And when I go to the next one, the basic definition about artificial intelligence. What is artificial intelligence? My algorithm is going to do automatically based on the input given by the user. That's all. Very simple. Whatever the user is going to give the input, based on the input, based on the input, I have written the code or I have written the algorithm in order to make a effective solution or predictable solutions. So this is what in general I'm talking about artificial intelligence. And you can see that it is related with a high level of mental what type of character. Now you can see that if you go for Spotify app or any music app, you can see that based on your mood, the next songs will be predicted. This is all an algorithm which has been written. Even you can see that when you go for most of them nowadays, you can see that most of even the literate people or illiterate people, they are watching an Insta Reels. And you can see the same type of reels will be coming back. How it is possible? Each frame, consider that. Suppose a reel consists of 30 seconds. If a person is watching all the 30 seconds, then he is interested. If a person is watching 3 seconds and swiped off, then we can analyze that the person is not interested in that reels. This is what the category. Suppose I'm taking a reels for 90 seconds. All the 90 seconds, this one particular user is looking at the frame. Each 90 seconds he's watching. And once again, he's watching. Then the algorithm will predict that this person is interested in that, right? Reel. So that kind of reel will be clustered and it will be thrown the next. This is what the thing is there. Of course, it takes 5 to 6 reels in order to predict the mood of the particular user. This is also called as a one type of analyzation about the user who is watching here. Likewise, I also told that yesterday. Now you can see here in my 51 participants are there. I want to analyze the behavior of the participants, how far they are interested in my classes. This is also I can able to do that with the help of an analyzation. So this is what high level of mental ability. How far my customer, whether he is interested in my reels or not. If he is interested, then I will gain support by giving a like or subscribe like that. We can go here, follow us also. This is what a high level of mentality. Whenever you're going for a customer analyzation or customer behavior, you should go with each and every mental level of habit. Because in the morning, you can see that no one used to watch Insta Reels because they were busy with their schedule. In the evening only they will watch. We can predict like this also. If the person is watching morning means then he may be on leave. That's the performance we can go here. And next one we can come here. It is about human intelligence, that your visual perception, speech recognition. So you can see that based on my speech, we can go here. Nowadays, no need to bring any person. I can bring the person and I can talk with any communications. I can make it here. And this is also coming with an artificial intelligence. Right? And with speech recognition, decision making, and language translation also. Nowadays, if I want to go for some other places, suppose if we want to go to some other places where even the bus name board we cannot able to predict, so that what happened, we are scanning it and we are making a translator, and based on the translator we are making a decision. So we can make a decision and we can go here. This is all a one type of artificial intelligence. And at last, you can see here, adjusting to the new input and performing a human-like task. This is called artificial intelligence. Just like a human, it is going to predict and it is going to give the appropriate solution. And this is called as a artificial intelligence. And now we go here. Sir, in artificial, what are all the things? A lot of things are there. Anyway, I'll come with the diagram later on. You can see here. Yesterday, I'm mainly focusing about machine learning. And now it's very important thing, natural language processing. I want to see a movie in Tamil or Telugu or Kannada, I can able to make with the language processing. Even you can see that song lyrics. Whenever I'm going to listen the song, I want the lyrics also. It can be automatically generated. Of course, you can see some of the reels they have been produced also. When they are singing, based on the singing, they are going for an automatic prediction using natural language processing. And you can see that it will not be exact meaning. It will not be in exact Tamil. If we go with the Tamil songs, it will not be in the exact Tamil. Some alterations we can see that. So this is all coming under the natural language processing. And next one, it is about robotics. Of course, nowadays everyone with robot concepts, they are moving on. Even if you want to clean the floor, they are going to use a robot. I do not know how far the next decades will be there. It will be coming with the robots and Alexas and everyone. So this artificial intelligence will be by default in depth in our home in the next decades. Maybe we cannot able to give a guarantee. Let me see that. This is about robotics and computer vision, about the inputs of images and videos. Now you can see that all the videos can be made with the morphing and everything can be done here. And the last one is expert system. Really, it's a very recent trend that's going on. Expert system. Suppose I'm going to take a class as a human being, I know whether the class is bore or if you're going for real-time taking class. When you're taking a real-time taking class, the participants is sleeping or not sleeping, by seeing their eyes, we can able to identify, and we'll make a fun of them, and then once again we'll come back to the class. This is normal procedure. As a human, we can do that. The same thing, the robot can also do it. How far the robot can do? By a facial expression, eyebrow, mouth. Based on that, we can able to predict that the students are whether they are in the not listening mood or whether they are interested in enjoying the classrooms. Like that also we can predict. This is called decision making abilities. So I'm listed out only 5 of the components. There are a lot of components out there when you go for the artificial intelligence, but due to the presence of time, I have listed out the components of AI. And this is quite nature. This is called as a traditional artificial intelligence applications, where in recent of 2020s and 2021s and 22s been used in here for the research side, either education system or gaming or retail or banking or military or medical systems, they are being used here. And most of the researchers also involved in these categories, and especially with the help of supervised algorithm or non-supervised algorithm or reinforcement algorithms, they are being done here. Now, this is what very important. Now, recently, in the year of 2024, I think you can see the ChatGPT plays a vital role, not only in education systems, everywhere it has been plays a vital role when you come for AI. And even the corporate people are very much interested in generating varieties of AI. And all the AI is going to do that application. Then what is the use of human being? Of course, it's not like that. They are supporting us, the human, in order to make the work reduced. So these are the two types of AI. First one, it is called as a narrow AI, which is called as a traditional AI. It is not weak AI. Consider that it is traditional. I'm not saying that it is weak. Just I'm saying that it is narrow AI, which is called as a traditional AI. What this narrow AI will do, just like we can write an algorithm to search particular things, or we can write algorithm to perform a certain task. I'm saying that the human is going to write an algorithm which is going to perform certain tasks. And the algorithm is going to check whether I'm wearing a mask or not. Algorithm is going to check whether I am an authorized person or not during the cameras. And these are all called traditional AI or narrow AI. I hope you can understand. The algorithm is going to perform. Suppose 1,000 people are coming, all the 1,000 people are wearing a mask or not. This is one kind. Suppose 100 cars are going, whether there is a traffic or not, what speed each car is going. Everything can be measured by proposed algorithm or existing algorithm with the help of traditional AI. But now the new thing, which is called as a generative AI or strong AI, or I can say it is also called as a generative AI, where algorithm is going to predict with a hypothesis. What is hypothesis? My class is good. This is one hypothesis, H1. My class is bad. This is hypothesis 2. The people should not say. The people should not say that, or people should not give the participants should not say, the participants should not give the feedback. But based on the participants' performance, this application, for example, consider Zoom. This Zoom has to predict that whether my class reaches the participants or not. I'm not getting the feedback from the participants. I'm not getting a feedback, or I'm not going to pass a Google form or anything. This Zoom app has to predict that how the participants are involved in listening the classes. This is called hypothesis. Whether my class is good, it is A. Whether my class is bad, it is option B. So this coding itself, this algorithm has to predict both the hypothesis, and we have to go with the performance. And suppose H1 is above 80%, then the Zoom at last, when I finish my session, it's going to reply that your class is with 80%. Suppose hypothesis 2 is higher, then it has to say that your classes is worst. So this is called as a generative, based on the decision, not from the human being, by the performance of the human being. It has to predict and it has to generate it. So this is called as a general AI, which very familiarly now in the year of 2024. And you can see whatever, even you can see that there is a AI for generating the question paper, AI for generating the course outcome, AI for generating the course objective. There is a lot of AIs out there. Wherever we want it, we no need to strain and we no need to refer. If we pass the syllabus, it will generate all the COs. Like that also is there. So this is also possible in the general AI. So this is called as a strong AI. So comparatively, traditionally AI is, rather than if you go for general AI, it will be sufficient in the year of 2024. And I'm giving the difference. Of course, it has been taken from the LinkedIn, right? So that's what I'm giving here. One it is of traditional AI and another one is of generative AI. So you can see the difference, approach, and how far we are going to train. Adaptability, response quality, learning speed level is also very important. And we can see that sentimental analysis, very important, very, very important. Sentimental analysis will be different. I think some of them is asking the question, it seems. Yeah, I will give it, right. I'll show that. That's what I'll come back later on. How for the sentimental, if I go for sentimental analysis, by typing the words itself, we can able to estimate that. If I'm being in a rough mode, or if I'm being in something with a high pressure, my word of statements will be differ, right? And you can see that morning, they will go with the WhatsApp, or they will not chat with WhatsApp or Instagrams like that. Only evening time. You have to understand the humanity also. Why the session is at 7 o'clock, if I have the session at 8 o'clock morning, no one will come. This is the quite nature situation. because everyone in the morning situations will be very fast in their busy schedule. So only after 7 they may be free or relaxed. Even some of them will be busy in the time also for making a dinner, and they have to prepare everything, and meanwhile they have to come and sit. This is also a problem. Of course, we can analyze that one. These are all coming under the sentimental analysis, and scalability and effectiveness, privacy and personalization. See, what is the hypothesis means whether I can do this one or not, either or option. If I done this one, what will happen? If I done this one, what will happen? I can go with the probability or combination or permutations also. So all the permutation, combinations and probabilities and hypothesis, if you're going to use, then it is called as a generative AI. I'll come with that, right? Later on, I will answer your questions. First, we go here. This generative AI, very important. This generative AI divided into 3 parts. According to, I'm not going after it has more parts, but mainly I'm concentrating on 3 parts. This generative AI is going to classify it into 3. Consider now. There are a lot of parts there, but I'm not focusing on that. I'm going mainly focusing on 3. One, it is called generative adversarial networks. What this will do, it will create, see, you can see the, I'm giving here 2 neural networks. So what do you mean by network? 2 systems are connected together, then it is called as a network. 2 more systems, minimum of if 2 systems are connected, we can say it is network. Similarly, consider that A is connected with B, that is one network. C is connected with D is one network. So I am having 2 networks. If 2 networks are connected together, then it is called internet. That is what interconnected. So it is coming here internet. That's what now we are taking the class in the internet. And when I come for neural networks, we can go with the neurons, how far the data is passing from one neuron to another neuron. So that is what the concept of neural networks. And you can see that there is a open layer is there, hidden layer, and output layers are there when you come for the neural networks. If you go with particular algorithm, ANN algorithm, artificial neural networks. So here you can see there are 2 things are there. One, it is called generator. Another one, it is called discriminator. 2 important keywords has been used in this generative AI. One, it is called as a generator. Another one, it is called as a discriminator. Generators creates the fake data and discriminators evaluates against the real data. This is the 2 process. The generator is going to create the fake data, and the discriminator, it's going to evaluate whether it is the original data, it is with the against the original real data. From the real data, it is going to be original. That's what we can say that. And suppose, see, if I'm going to chat, suppose in my number, I'm going to chat with you, it's okay. I'm going to chat with some other number also, we can able to predict. Like that, we can write an algorithm based on the word I'm going to type it. For example, some person used to type OKIE, their nature. Some person used to type OK. Some persons used to type K. From that itself, you can see that even while typing the WhatsApp also, you can see that generators will be generated. What are the frequent texts you are going to type that will be generated in order to support you? It is a kind of services. It is a kind of services where they are providing in terms of algorithm as a services. Whenever you type the word, it will be generated. Suppose I am the person used to type K. Whenever I'm going to get the messages, I'm going to type K, then automatically the K will be stands here. Suppose I'm going with OK, then it will come with OK also. Suppose with OKIE, then it is also come with OKIE. So this is what the concepts. Anyway, see here, and this applications where you are seeing. I'm having the link. You can go for my, you can see this is Greeks of Vixer, as usual. I'm giving the entire concepts. If you are interested, you can go with that. It is called as a generative adversarial network, and you can see the classifications. What are all the classifications are there? What is generative network? Types of GAN. How many types are there? Everything is available here. Based on your interest, you can go here. Suppose I'm coming here, right? And you can see here. So based on your interest, what is this? What is this? I cannot able to explain. I'm just throwing the path and I'm showing the path, which way we can go here. So these are all you can see here. Even in what are all the GANs concept has been used, and what is the architecture of GAN, you can see here. When I come for the architecture also, you can see here. And this is very important. One, it is of generator. Another one, it's of, I think I can zoom it and I can say that, so that it is easy for the concept. Only 2 keywords, you can use it here. Yeah. So you can see, I'm going to extend here, right, so that you can see that. Yeah, now you can see here. One it is of generator and the one it is of discriminator, and this discriminator is going to check the real data. Remember that gen data is going to generate and real data, and whether it is going to is correct or wrong because of the human. That's what I said, that OK, OKIE and OKS, like that sample example. It's not with real time. I'm saying about the sample examples which has been here. So this is what about the generative adversarial network. So if you are interested, you can go with that concept. And the second one, it is called as variational autoencoder. Now, if you go to the corporate company, they used to say that certain autoencoders we are being used here. Autoencoder, what is the encoder? The encoder will be automatically generated. That's what it is called as an autoencoder. So a variational autoencoder can generate a new data. The core encoder will encode the new data underlying the distribution of input data. This is what very important. The autoencoder will encode the dates. We no need to write the code. If you go for the programmers, there are three types of programmers out there, according to me. One, it is of a programmer with code. Low code is there, LOW code. Low code is there, and no code is also there. If you have a time, you can go and search it in the Google or any other search engines. Low code, LOWCODE code. And another one is called no code, NOCODE code. So this is also encoder will encode automatically it will encode the input data. And the programmer no need to worry. Even the programmer no need to worry. It will be generated the code, and that generation will be going for the certain process. This is called as a variational autoencoder. And here also I am giving the link. Of course, you can see here. This is also from Greeks. You can see here. So this is about an autoencoder code of what here, and they given a full description, what is the type and everything. You can go here. So this is second part. So first part is of generative, and second part is of autoencoder code. And now I'm moving on to the next one. This is what the real chat GPT now we are using. This is called as a transformer model. This is called as a transformer model where we are using all the GPTs. Chat GPTs, we are going to use it even for writing a letter. We can get it from the chat GPT. No need to worry about the thing, or whatever the format you want, you can get it here. And this is called as a transformer model, such as GPT. The input data, and it will generate the related coherent inputs, relevant inputs and outputs. So these are all the simple tasks when you go for natural language processing, like text generation, translation, or summarization, or chatbot also. Chatbot concept, whenever we want, if you want to discuss with that, we can go with the chatbot and they will respond based on our queries, whatever the queries with that, but not up to our level. What I'm getting, it is not possible, but sometimes it may that. So here also I given here, this is called as a transformer model. Of course, the another one model is also the diffusion model, but I have not taken here. Only I taken these are the three important real time where we are using this one. Really, we can go. This is called as a transformer is machine learning, so that you can go here. So there are also we can use a different types of algorithms, and all in hand. It's your interest to learn all those things. And one more thing I'm saying that if you are taking that variational autoencoder in that image generation, go with that image generation alone. Don't switch over the topic. If you take one particular, because this is of one big ocean, right? I cannot able to take the entire oceans every day. So this is a part where we are saying that this is like this. That's all we are saying about here. A drop of each ocean I'm mentioning here. Like Indian Ocean, Pacific Ocean, like that. I'm just mentioning it is a one ocean is there. So whichever ocean you want to go and swim, you can swim it. So you have to survive in that particular ocean. So this is about the transformer model. So three concepts, generative AI, whereas traditional AI is entirely different. As usual, you go with the back. If you want to go with the traditional AI, you can go with traditional AI. If your problem is with the hypothetical answers, so what happen if the user is like this, or what we can give a suggestion if the user is like that, so that we can come here with the generative of AI. And you can think now the online mode of learning is has been developed very more compared to the offline mode. So this is also the transformer model, and you can see this is the entire diagram. I think whatever the queries is there, I will explain last. If you look at the diagram, you can see very clearly. Of course, this is also taken from the LinkedIn website. I had been taken here, and thanks to the person, those who are being designed. I do not know the person name of I forgot the name of the persons here. So the overall artificial intelligence, the next subset is machine learning. The next subset is deep learning, and now we are coming here. It is called as a generative AI. In that generative AI, the three things are there. One, it is of generative adversarial networks. Next one is of variational autoencoder. And last one, it is called as a transformer-based languages, which is called as a ChatGPT. So this is what here. So whichever domain, if you want to choose your problem, you can choose it. This is what really existing technologies has been reviled here. If you come with an artificial intelligence, no, sir, I'm going with machine learning with unsupervised. Okay, no problem at all. No, sir, I'm coming with the deep learning with artificial neutral. You can go with that. No, sir, I would like to go with the next level of generative AI, but we must want to know the basic concepts, why you are coming to this part, and what is the necessity of coming to take this domain. That's all the things you have to be considered here. So this is what overall, I think you can understand now. Biggest thing is artificial. Next one is, even if you go for generative adversarial, it is a one big question. I have to go with all the different types and I have to learn first and how far the current researchers has been utilizing this concept. Please remember that, how far the current researchers has done this one. Have anyone done this one with the generative adversarial neutral networks or variational autoencoders? Search for the papers. Go and search for the papers. If they have done that, take the paper and find out that how the process is going on. First, learn the concepts, how their existing researchers has done this one. And then you can go and finding out gap analysis between the existing researchers. Once you find out the gap, try to fill out the gap with that same domain. Don't switch over the domain if the problem is not clear. So this is what the ultimate architecture of the research of artificial intelligence. And you can see all the four main headings are there: artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, and generative AI. So each one is a big version, and whichever the domain you want, you can take it here. It is also. And if you go for artificial intelligence also, you can see that fuzzy logic, it's a old technique, fuzzy logic like that. Whatever the techniques, if you want, you can go here. And this is all coming under the overall architecture. And now I'm going here. So, sir, which part we can take? See, for example, here also we have 11 parts. 11 different types of application can be used for the generative AI. Once it is called as a content creation, and it is divided into 3 types: text generation or image creation or music or audios. And second one, you can see entertainment. So I want to go with the game or movies or animation. And next one, healthcare, as usual, the prediction. Prediction algorithm for healthcare, whether we can go here, it's drug discovery or medical imaging. All the medical related fields, we can go here with the diagnosis or whatever the thing based on the criteria we can able to predict. And we have to inform before itself, very important. If tomorrow is going to be happen, I have to inform today itself, not the day after the tomorrow. So like that, we can go with healthcare. And these are the things I am coming here, and a lot of applications also there. Whichever application you want, you can go. Everywhere we can use the generative AI. Hypothetical. What is meant by hypothetical? Taking a decision. Whether, see, suppose 2 buses are there. If 2 buses is there, I'm giving you 2 options. Option bus A, option B bus. Both are going to the same place. As a human being, we will decide whether we will go with this bus or that bus. Suppose private and public. Whether we'll go with private bus or public bus. The same thing, your code has to do it for a mission. And the mission has to suggest that go for A or go for B. 2 buses are standing. As a human being, what we'll think? We'll think a lot of things in our mind and we'll say that we will go with 1 bus or we will go with bus A or bus B. What happens if we go with bus A? What happens if we go with bus B? Better we can go with bus A. As a human being, I can do it. But what happens? Your algorithm has to do the same process and it has to give a suggestion to the user. Better you go with bus A. It will be the efficiency in this category. Or you have to, only one suggestion, not both the suggestions. Or you have to go with bus B. So it will be useful. But the decision is going to the human. But the options which has been given to the user, you have to done with your code. So this is called generative. And the inside your algorithm, you have to check different types of parameters for A and B. And you have to go with the performance analysis of A and B. And you have to predict and you have to give the suggestions to the user. This is effective. That's what ChatGPT is doing. Whenever you type a leave letter, it will produce a letters format and it will send it to us. And it will ask that whether it is worst or best or average. It will ask the query also to us, like a chatbot. So if you give worst, it will go for some other complex searches of algorithm, and it will make it to effective. So this is also a one kind of prediction from the customer side. And this is a research area where with the help of generate AI, you can use it here. Of course, I've been learning now. Right now, I'm also the learner because lifelong learning is very important. So this is a model architecture or training techniques. We can go here with advanced neural networks or train sustainability or scalability. One type of research areas. Another one, very important, natural language processing. Without saying the language, if I speak it in Tamil, the answer should be in Tamil. If I speak it in Kannada, the answer should be in Kannada, without selecting the language. Some applications are there. I have to select Tamil language from and Kannada language too. So from Tamil language to Kannada, I am going, whatever the statements I am going to give, it is going to convert. That is not artificial intelligence. By speaking Tamil, it has to understand it is Tamil and it has to convert it to Kannada, whichever language preferred. If you want, you can go with that suggestion alone. So like that, we can able to make it. So this is called as a language processing, and that is called text generation. Now, most of the songs, especially in particular app, when they're singing, that lyrics will be also coming in Tanglish, which means that the Tamil will be converted into English and it will be typed here. And when you read that, we cannot able to understand what is the original meaning because of this algorithm, existing algorithms or some loophole are there. So we have to rectify like that only. And multilingual model, the generation, language communication from one place to another. Whenever I'm saying natural language processing, the natural language we have to go here. And when you go for abroad and all, we may know that how far. If you go for the north part also, we have to find out this natural language processing because the communication problem will be more. So we can support such a kind of a model in order to make it here. And next thing, it is of computer vision, of course, from image to image translation or video generation or image synthesis. All those things we can able to generate here. And next one is of cross-model generation, text to image or image to text or whatever the thing, if you want to go with audio to visual synchronization. And we, even if my age is 44, I can make it with the help of artificial intelligence, my photo, how I will be in the age of 5 and how I will be in the age of 60. All those things can be done here with the help of coding, right? So this is about here. And next, ethics and basis. What is the ethical part, how to generate here? Because when you go for certain locations, the color is also different. Certain region, white color will be preferred, and certain region, black color will be preferred. So we have to understand the ethics also, how the human being, they are utilizing that. This is also one of the ethics here. And as usual, very familiar domain with is called as a healthcare domain, where most of them will be going with the healthcare, right? And next one is of art and creativity based on your musics or digital compositions. We can go here. And next one, you can see here, it is about human AI collaboration, augmented human creativity. By interacting with an AI systems, we can able to say that whether this person is good or not, augmented. I want to make a human creativity. How for like a human creativity, we can also make it with the AI collaborations, humans with reality. And last one is about resource efficiency and optimization algorithm. Very important according to me. Resource efficiency. In my home, I'm using a light and fan, and yet how far I'm going to utilize, how far the resource efficiency is there. What is the efficiency there, and how to train and how to do. Suppose if no, now you can know that with the help of sensors nowadays, they are coming here. If there is no person is there, the light will be automatically off. No need to have a switch. If the person enters, the light will be on. These are all with the sensors. This is not with the AI. Based on the sensors, it is detecting and they are writing algorithm. This is called as traditional AI, not generative AI, right? So this is all the things that there's a difference between traditional AI and generative AI. Similarly, optimization of algorithm. Existing algorithm, I can able to make it optimized. What is meant by optimize? Either a maximum or minimum. I can go with the keyword of maximum. Either I can go with a maximum or I can come with a minimum. With based on your resource efficiencies or any other thing also, we can able to go here. So this is what I'm talking about the research area. And let's by evaluation of metrics, quality assessment. Nowadays, what happened? Whatever the thing we can go here, we can go with the evaluation of criteria, how far it is, how wherever you go, we can find out the prediction, what is the level is there. Human AI evaluation. Not one, underline the keyword, it is human AI evaluation. How far the AI is going to evaluate. Suppose consider that one AI is sitting in the Zoom app, imaginary, right? And it is going to predict that how far my participants and how far the speakers. So I want to know the performance of the speaker and I want to know the performance of the participants without getting any feedback. The application has to do that. So this is what generative AI, where we can go with evaluation of metric success. And next one, domain specific. Whatever the domain you want, you can go here, either an educational domain or marketing domain or gaming domain, whatever the domain you want, you can go with that particular domain, it is called here. And these are all the methodologies Look at that. This is the methodologies which has been taken from the internet only, and these are all the variable methodology. I told that I have taken only 3: generative, variation encoders, transformer, and you can see the remaining things also. And most of the companies, corporate, they are using here. These are all the, some of the things are being used by the corporate also. So if you want, you can go with that, various types of methodologies you can hear. And this is the research domain, which we are mainly focusing on these concepts. So with that, I can say that I can conclude the session, right? So this is all overview of generative AI. So this is what very important aspects when you come for generative AI. So if you are go with the research of traditional, also okay. Or if you want to go with more with the generative AI also, it is okay. So based on that, you can able to execute here. So this is what my overall presentation of applications, right? So if you have any queries, you can chat now so that I can correct here. It is also any queries. It is low code. I think Priya is asking that it is about, it is not LO code, it is low code, LOW COD code. It is called as low code. Is there any queries related with that topic? Can you ask now? Any queries, please? And similarly, no code. Rekha is also having the queries that is called as no code, NOCODE. No code is there. Sir, last slide. Okay, just a minute, I'll come. Just a minute, I'll go here. Yeah. Any queries is there? Yeah, I'll come here. HAS images using CNN. It is using a network. Yes, sir. May I know what is the topic? Just a minute. I'll come here. I'll somehow say research related topic. Yeah, that's what I told that I cannot able to give the topic because researchers, there are various domains are there. Which domain you are interested, you have to, because whichever domain you are interested, you have to go it. Because I cannot able to give, see, if you go for healthcare, there are a lot of, anything I can do it that, skin disease is there. As cancer skin disease, if you take it, I can come with generative AI also. By just taking a photo, I can able to say that what is the level of cancer. I can able to write the code also. You can take a camera, just you take a camera of your skin and you can say that whether it has been like that. We can able to go with image processing. Using image processing, you can tell me the real-time example of evaluation. Just a minute. Tell me a real-time example of evaluation metrics. What is the evaluation metrics? Okay, you want to say about the evaluation metrics. Huh? Suppose you can see that suppose the researchers has been using, there's a metrics means evaluation criteria. Certain criteria we are going to evaluate. Especially as a researcher, you know, what is your citation? What is your H index? What is your I-10 index? They will ask the question, right? Without asking you, I want to know your citation level. Citation, I think you know, the researchers can understand that what is citation, where we are referring some other papers, and please circulate today and yesterday's slides. Yeah, sure, sir. I will send it, sir. I will send it. I will send it to the concerned person, and you can get it from that. That is what I told that. Suppose I want to find out a person, how far they are interested in research. I want to know the metrics. If you go to the ResearchGate website, you can see that each ResearchGate interest, what is the research interest here, and what is the citation they are using, and what is the thing is there. So even if I want to put any one of your person, how far you're doing the research and what is your level of the researchers, we can able to predict. I don't want to ask to you. I can able to see from the net itself. If I put your name, I can get it here. And based on your metrics, I can understand that how far you are interested in the research. I don't want to discuss with you. So that's what. Take one research paper and that I have to explain. Which research paper? That's what this is a problem, I think, Ruby. What's the problem means if I take one paper that is not interested by all the person, that's what I'm going with overall. So I want to retain all the participants. That's what. So whichever domain, because all the participants are not from the same domain. They are from the different domain. They have a different interest. So it is not possible for me to come with one paper. So if regarding what is you want to explain about the research topic, or you want to explain about the evaluation metrics, or what is your queries? And meanwhile, I'll go with one more queries. I think ma'am Rakshana ma'am is asking. Just a minute, I'll go here. Sir, in banking sectors, finance industries, what kind of AI model are used? Finance, ma'am, especially in trading, they're using, ma'am, share market level. Especially if you go for, I'm not aware of share market, but I have seen that some AI is going to suggest that you please make a share in this one. You can like that. Also, there is an application I had been watched here, but I'm not clear with that. So that like that we can able to go here, especially for trading, they are using that share market like that. Some AIs they have been used here in order to suggest that if you take this one, we will get a profit. If you take this one, we can get a loss also. This is the thing has been generated. Of course, we can use that. Are they using a transform based model? No, transformer based model is what is that meaning is it is mainly for a generative based on the customer. Now you are asking the question, no? If it is a AI sitting here, it will go and fetch the data and it will analyze whether what type of character you are and what type of the data I'm going to fetch, and I'm going to check and I'm going to display it. This is what generative. Transformer, it is just transformer model with the generative model you want. It is entirely different. We can use general AI, it's best. One more queries I have to know that. Sorry, just a minute, ma'am. I'll come in here. Yeah, so using artificial intelligence, how to treat the statements plant, steel plant, waste, slag, and save environment. I think Deepika is asking about using artificial intelligence. There are two ways you can go, Deepika, sorry if I spelled wrong it. Either you can go with the data wise or you can go with image wise. What is your concept? You're going to take the parameter of data, or you're going to take in the image format or video format. There are three types of that: text, images, videos. All the three we can use the artificial intelligence. If you are focusing on text, we can go with the data set. Based on the data set, what time, how many ways, what are the materials is there. Yeah, text format means you can go with a lot of algorithms are there. We can go with the prediction algorithms. Parameters, how many parameters you are used in the data set, and how far you're going for the testing data and training data. Machine learning, it's enough, I think. So if you go for machine learning, it will be sufficient. I'm not as much experienced, but I'm saying that. Please, you're not a suggestion. That's what I'm saying, that if you are taking a parameter, but you have to more explain how many parameters you're going to take it, and what are the types of parameters you're going to take, and what are the criteria you're going to use it. Like, that's what I'm saying that. So if in that cases, you can go with any classification. So at last, what is your output? You're going to predict that whether it is going to affect the environment or not. Yes, it is your answer. May I know your answer? What is your output? Your output is you are going to say that it is going to affect the environment or not. Then we can use two types of algorithm. One, it is of classification, and then one it is called as a prediction. So first you can classify whether it is going to be a danger or not danger. Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's what I'm saying, that whether you can go for two algorithms you can consider: classification and prediction. First part is classification. So what is your role is taking the database data set as a parameter, go with the training the data set and testing the data set, then come for classification, then go for prediction, and then say that this is going to affect the environment or this is not going to affect the environment. And you can give your algorithm with performance efficiency. Confusion matrix, you have to take it also. According to my idea, I'm not a great researcher and all, I'm saying that. Sir, I applied into PhD, but I did not know that the existing research paper on not only me in the college. Existing research papers, you have to take a literature review. What is ethics and bias in imitations? Can you explain more about that? Yamini. Yamini, it is what is the ethics means? Suppose you can see today also when I start the session, I think some kids may be playing with that Zoom also. Some kids is playing and just dragging a line. Maybe kids, I think so. So that is a one kind of ethics, right? So that we can understand that some person has been something mistakenly has been done that one, not wantedly. So what our applications can do, it is an ethics, so that the concern analysis, that mission itself can delete that line. So it is something has been done by mistakenly, so no problem. It has been done. Certain ethics we have to follow. Ethics, you know that. If I'm going to do this one, there's a certain principles of ethics. So whether they followed the ethics or not. So this is all the things we have to follow. Of course, I don't have a more idea about bias imitations. If you give time, I can go with that and then I can explain. Any other queries, please? Any other queries? Okay, I think, is there any other thing? Okay, thank you very much. I think it's right time to close the session. It is 7:57. Yeah, one more message is there. I have to go that. Right, just a minute, I'll come here. Yeah, thank you very much. So tomorrow, my plan is to go with cyber security with IoT. See, just as 1 hour class, I can give with only the exploration. Just I'm showing that this is my kitchen room. All those things are there. Whichever you want, you have to cook, not me. I cannot able to cook it here. I'm just showing my kitchen room. Artificial intelligence like this, generative AI, traditional AI like this, so that you have to cook. Just I'm exploring my kitchen room. These are all the ingredients are available. These are all the tools are available. These are all the technologies are available. Only you have to cook it. That's what I'm doing here. Anyway, thank you. Thank you for your session. So that tomorrow, once again, we'll meet and I'm explain about so kindly explain about legal research. Okay, anyway, tomorrow I'll go. Yeah, sure, I'll do that with the legal research also. I'll go there. So tomorrow my concept is mainly with cyber security and IoT. With I think the participants has given a suggestion that legal research also. So thank you very much. Yeah, I'll send the PPT to the concerned person so you can get it from the RCHUB company, right? Thank you. Academy, you can get it. Yeah, sure. I'll share my PPT. It is with RCHUB so that you can contact the concerned persons and you can get the PPT. Thank you very much.
Contact RCHUB International Foundation for Research and Education. WhatsApp 9888 231 231.